I got me a big boy drink. Not alcohol, just a drink in a big old bottle. That sounded... Damn. It sounds big. Okay, well... This screen popped up, so now I gotta log in and just shut up and read. Chapter 13. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two. Okay, I'll stop. In the midst of an intense storm, you saved the young Ashen child, Eleni, from a flash flood. Only for a massive wall of water to sweep you away instead. Erwin, hold on. But the shouts of your companions fade in the thunder of the storm, and you lose sight of them as the current pulls you under. Don't panic. That'll only make things worse. Even with waters raging around you, you focus on holding your breath till you get the chance to take another one. Through the thick rain and splashing river, you see what looks like another figure fighting through the current. Help! The dreadful water pulls you downstream alarmingly fast, bashing your arms and legs into floating logs and tangling in uprooted plants. Then ahead, see a large, jagged boulder coming right at you. You swim furiously, kicking through the water, just in time for the boulder to go whizzing past you. Whew. The water is cold and merciless, and as the warmth of your body leaches away, you feel the last of your strength gone with it. Gotta get to shore. You swim all you might, trying to go back the way you came. But the current is too strong. The shore is still too far away, and with the water battering you, it takes all your effort to keep your head above the frothing river. Then you see a familiar face swimming towards you. Valix. She touched through the water with ease, grabbing your arm in an iron grip and dragging you toward the shore. That was too close. Why did I get 500 for that? You collapse onto... I'll take it. I'm grateful. Just why? You collapse onto the ground, your exhausted body struggling to cough up mouthfuls of river water. The Ash Princess looms over you, her face inches from yours. Your lungs burn. Vision swimming. You raise leading arms in self-defense. Quit fighting. She knocks her hands away and places her own at your chest, pressing roughly but deliberately. Once. Twice. You roll over and expel the remaining water from your lungs. Then you draw your first deep breath and almost groan in relief. That... so much better. Of course it is. You sit upright, staring at her in confusion, even as she refuses to meet your gaze. You saved me. Why? Don't you want me dead? Val scoffs and holds up her hand. When you focus on her wrist, you can just barely see the shadow chain that Nia used to bind you both together. I have little choice. The chain forces me to stay close to your side and keep you well. So I beg your priestess's trifling magics, I am stuck with you. Why else would I have bothered dragging you from the water? Because I've gone on you? Don't presume. That's not a denial. You grin and she glowers at you. Then she abruptly turns away. If it makes you feel better, you're going to me too. You know, when you want to try to murder me. Your sentimentality is pathetic. I need your blood if I'm to lead my mother's army into the light realm. That is all. She sounds like she means it, but then she waves a hand and water runs from your clothing, the magic drying you in an instant. You see You keep saying you don't care, and you do nice things for me. I was drying my clothes. It was no more difficult to include yours as well. Keeping you alive until you can be of use is a simple strategy. If that's what you need to tell yourself. She makes a frustrated noise and spins on her heel. I'm wearing a little slight, it's a collar shirt with like a little baby little baby V neckline. I got the mic clip there, but I'm laying down, so I feel like might be a little too close to it. Okay, not laying down, but like slouched, like a sitting position, but a really bad sitting position. See, I just touched it. She says to herself, no one else can see. I just don't know if I sound different. Storms in the Shadow Realm are vicious, and this one is far from over. We should seek shelter. Yo, Jasper, lead the way. She marches toward an outcropping in the distance, but then she stops, cursing as her eyes lock on a point between two dead trees. Scorching suns, shade stalker. Well, that's how the worst thing I've been called. Not you. Look. She shoves you forward so you can finally see the shape emerging between the trees. Oh, hello. That is a lot of tentacles. We need to leave. Why? There's two of us. It's outnumbered. This creature has been pursuing me across the Shadow Realm for the last year. No matter how many times I lose it, no matter how many times I fight it off, it returns. The Shade Stalker lets out a hissing shriek as it begins to lumber towards you. Cough, 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 cough. It hesitates and stares at you with its one sickly yellow eye, as if stunned that you had the nerve to challenge it. You heard me? They must scare some spiny purple giant. This one's been chasing me for weeks. I'm not think I'm scared of some spiny purple giant? This one's been chasing me all week. Shut up, Elrond. I am not spiny. Emotionally, you are. The sound of the shade stalker's roar shakes the air around you. Be careful, Iris. The eye in the middle of the creature's chest begins to glow. Something stirs in your body, a quivering feeling in the pit of your stomach. Feel a pull deep inside yourself, far too deep. Elrond, don't look. Fix your gaze in the shadows, flickering around the eyeball, peering past the magic, till you can see straight through the creature. Whoa, is this thing made entirely out of magic? But Valix doesn't answer you. Valix? Her purple eyes glitter even amidst the storm, her mouth curled into an eerie smile. Time to die. She lashes out at you with a burst of shadow magic that you just barely managed to dodge. What are you... Valix leaps forward, trying to rake her nails across your face. You catch her wrist. What the hell's? I thought Nia's magic was supposed to stop you from hurting me. In response, her free hand snaps out to punch you in the jaw. See you flinch from what must be excruciating pain, but still she smiles, reaching for you again. Look back at the shaded stalker as it lumbers towards you, the eyes still glowing eerily. It must be controlling her. It's the only thing that makes sense. Valix grabs you by the hair, lifting to the air with unnatural strength. I've got to wake her up. Valix, remember your mother. She wouldn't want this. You know what's going to happen if you lose my blood. Confusion flickers across her face, replacing the terrifying mask of cruelty. I don't... You know, your mother, the Ash Empress, ruler of the Shadow Realm. My mother... My mother. That's right. You're almost free. Keep fighting. She blinks. Iran? What? She seems like herself, but the Shade Stalker is on her, bashing her to the ground with one of his huge clawed hands. You rush to her side, helping her back onto her feet. Felix, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, Iran. Do one thing for me. What? Help me kill it. The creature whirls on you, rolls a razor-sharp teeth, snapping at your face. You shove the Shade Stalker back, going away, your fingers sink into his flesh and keeping your gaze away from the still glowing eye. Not so tough as your mind control powers, are you? Droop of Cardew sings to swing over your head and wraps around the Shade Stalker like an eager snake. The creature's horrible eye goes dim as it trashes angrily, driving the razor-like links into its already tattered body. Well, that's a nice bonus. I always love some extra spikes. Finish it. With a grunt of effort, you yank the chain towards you, the sharp blades tearing through the Shade Stalker. It teeters for a moment, then falls, dissolving into scraps of damp purplish ash. I think that's the last we'll ever see of it. Thank the gods. That's what I think every time, but it always comes back. Like the same one? Yes, same scars, same tactics, same shining personality, same everything. Yes. Creepy. I must admit, I never killed it that fast before. And that's the power of teamwork. I have an army under my command. I know how to work in a team. I just don't want to work with you. So what? No thanks for saving your life? I had broken free eventually. But it would have been very inconvenient if you had died before I was able to drain you dry. In what way? In what way would you drain me dry? Oh, my blood. Right. No, right, that's what you mean. My blood, because obviously, because there's no other way you could have meant that. Yeah, absolutely not. I'm gonna take another swig. Anyways, as she posts it out again, the wind and rain pick up, and you're forced to lean into it because it howls past you. It makes in with the wind. You spot a small, bedraggled animal cowering under some bushes, trying to cover his face around furry paws. A baby owlbear. I wonder why he's all alone. Poor little guy. So long as the storm gets no worse, he'll be safe. As she speaks, the wind intensifies, nearly whipping you off at your feet. Maybe his mother will come back to help? No owlbear will leave their cub alone. She's like he died defending him. Then we can't just leave him here. Felix looks at you, a flash of confusion crossing her features before hardening again. Owlbear cubs are stronger. I can move him to a more secure location where he can more easily weather the storm. So, owlbears do make little pets. Are you suggesting we take him with us? You would want to care so much about his fate. But if you want to claim him, you have to get through the winds. It's your chance to rescue the owlbear cub and gain an adorable companion for the rest of the book. Cause I miss Treep talking to me sometimes. Keep looking for some place to shelter. Keep looking for some place to shelter. I'm going after the cub. Take care not to lose your way in the storm. Aw, you do care. I just want to have you. I just don't want to have to rescue you. Again. The storm has picked up, the frigid wind howling while the sky darkens above. Tendrils of shadow magic weave through the air, occasionally brushing you and leaving behind a cold, clammy feeling on your skin. I don't know why I thought magic storms might be less terrible than regular ones. You can hear the cub's terrified whimpers as you struggle through the fog shadow. Hold on, little guy. I'm coming. When you finally reach the bushes where the owlbear cub is hiding, he shrieks into himself. He shrinks into himself, ears pressed against his head. You kneel on the ground, heedless of the wind, find yourself staring into the almost impossibly round pair of eyes. Hi there, I'm Avon. It's very nice to meet you. At the moment, the cub shakes his feathered head and waddles a little closer. Reach out, little owlbear shivers, his dark feathers shaking, but he lets you gently stroke his head. Suddenly, Valex's voice rises above the wind. Quickly, I found a cave. You reach out and grab the little cub, tugging him against your body. He struggles a bit at first, but soon sinks into the warmth of your hold. That's right, it's better than a storm. The tiny owlbear tucked tightly against your side and hurried back, following Valex into the cavern between the rocks. The interior of the cave is dark, but still calm. Settled against the stone wall, the owlbear fussing and wriggling against you. No wood here to make a fire. It would just scare him away anyway. It would just scare him anyway. One would think freezing to death would scare him more. We don't want him to know about that stuff yet, Alex. He's just a little guy. It's never too early to know how the world can destroy you. The wind howls outside, a loud, eerie sound that startles the owlbear. He jumps and whimpers, shaking. His large paws bounce harmlessly off you as he tries to dig deeper into your embrace. Oh, you poor thing. And he holds a tiny owlbear against your chest, bows up and down experimentally. What are you doing? Parents do this with their babies when they fuss. It always seems to work. That's not a baby. You lower the owlbear into the crook of your arm, rocking him back and forth as you continue to bounce him gently. Could have fooled me. You are impossible to understand. That creature adds nothing to your odds of survival. No one slow you down, but you insisted on rescuing it. You're the one who told me they're loyal pets. They are, in much more favorable conditions. He needed my help. Besides, look how cute he is. Foolishness. Now that he's more comfortable, giant owlbear crawls off your lap and approaches Valix. What? You mean who? He nuzzles her hand. After a moment, she nudges him back towards you, though you swear her expression softens just a little. If he's gonna be with you, then you need to name him. That's what parents do. Give you a name and a purpose. Is that what your mother did? Is that what your mother did? Of course. I don't think that's what parents are supposed to do. It might make you, sure, but you're supposed to decide who you are. That is not how it was for me. You look down at Albert's adorable face, and he tilts his head to the side, clicking his feet together. Now, what to call you? I'm not naming the damn thing Wallace. Who this? A strong name. So you approve? I wouldn't go that far. Uh-huh. But likes it. Don't you hear this? A blast of thunder booms overhead, so loud it shakes the whole cave. Is this normal for a storm here? Your storms are different in the light realm? I mean, they have rain and thunder and wind, but they always seem to have magic in them too. Magic is what causes the storms here. This is hardly the worst I've seen, but it's severe enough that we'll have to wait for it to pass. Never know what wild shadow magic can do. I hope my friends got to safety. The Jordan village has weathered many storms before. Their friends will be fine. They want the foolish ones enough to run directly into the path of a flash flood. There was a kid in the path of the flash flood. Yes, an Ashen kid. An Ashen child. Why did you put yourself at risk for them? This is the right thing to do. And how do you decide what is right and wrong? The usual way? Helping innocent people is good. Hurting innocent people is bad. You presume to know who is innocent in this world? No, not always. But little kids playing in the riverbed are usually a safe bet. But you did more than rescue a single child. Spent half a day helping the village. Why? What advantage did you seek to gain? Not everything's about gaining an advantage, you know. So you helped them for no reason at all. It's just, Iron Reach reminds me of my hometown in the Light Realm. The people of Riverbend showed me great kindness when my parents were killed. They didn't have to take care of an orphan, but they did. These are not the same people. No, but they were just as kind to total strangers. They didn't have enough to eat, and they still offered to feed us. Maybe the people of Iron Breach and the people of Riverbend aren't really that different from each other. Impossible. Huda's head almost drifted off in your arms. At Valex's harsh tone, his eyes pop open again. He bows up a little, humming to soothe him back to sleep as you consider Valex's words. Trust me, it's been weird for me to learn too. As my run-ins with the Shadow Court, that everyone here will be corrupted and evil. I'm sure you were told terrible things about people from the Light Realm. I've heard many stories of the horrors and atrocities your people's committed. So, I admit, your group is not like what I expected. What were you expecting? That you would be like the worst followers of the light? Righteous, cold, close-minded, greedy, cruel? That isn't completely wrong. I met some followers of the light just like that. Thankfully, they're the minority. You admit their existence so readily? Well, sure. I think that the light realm is perfect. I still rather you didn't burn it, and the fuck you. I still rather you didn't burn it and all the people I care about to the ground. You perplex me. I will not let you distract me. I will fulfill my function and bring prosperity to the Ash Empire and all of the people in it. Your function? Rox hesitates, expression unreadable. For a long time, there's only the howl of the wind. Then she sighs. Surely you have realized I am not like the rest of the Ashton, but we look nothing alike. I just assumed that had something to do with you being the Empress's daughter. It does. I was not born. I was created. I paused at the wrong time. My mother forged me with magic for a singular purpose. It's a goal I have spent centuries pursuing. So, if you're not Ashen, then what are you? A construct. I need not eat, sleep, or move by the fickle tides of emotion. I am my mother's will made flesh. It's terrifying. I mean, it was bad enough when you were just a powerful battle mage who wanted to kidnap and kill me. But now you're telling me you're immortal too? I will pursue you without rest. There is no way you will be safe. Yeah, for once, I actually believe you. I. She's cut off as the wind shifts directions. A frigid gust blows directly into the cavern, dropping the temperature rapidly. Poor guy. He's shivering. You hold Hooters closer, and he cuddles into your embrace. I don't suppose you have any magic tricks to make it warmer in here. You can make a flame, but I don't know if it will stay lit. We're in the middle of a storm. We're in the middle of a storm. To do magic here would be dangerous when it's already so volatile. How long do these storms usually last? Hours, at least. Must hope it ends before Eternia sets in. I thought you were an immortal construct. That only means that the screech in pain and cold would not kill me. You don't think you've ever seen her look so miserable. You gently pat the spot next to you. You could come over here. Huddling together could deserve warmth. I'd rather suffer. But as the wind gusts again, she hugs her knees and shivers. Her gaze drifts to you, lingering wistfully. But when she realizes you notice, she looks away. Now's your chance to get a little closer to the mysterious Ash Princess, emotionally and physically. Damn it, for 30 times. I was gonna do it. You didn't. I was still gonna do it, but 30 times? You almost made me hesitate for a second. I didn't. But you made me feel like I should have and chose, no, actually, no. I actually don't even like you like that anymore. Or ever did. Fuck, I'm loyal to Darrell. Like, what? 30 times? There's no point in us both needlessly suffering. The solution is this simple. Alex still hesitates, her expression dour and her body stiff. But another gust of wind, sets herself shivering again. Another gust of wind sets her shivering again. Fine. With obvious reluctance, she eases to your side of the cave, sitting close enough that her shoulders just brushes yours. I'll pay 30 diamonds for this. You wrap an arm around Alex's shoulders and tug her tight against your side. What are you? Huddling for warmth works better if we actually. Huddling for warmth actually works if we actually huddle, you know? She falls silent, body stiff, but after a long moment, she eases into your embrace. Her skin is cool and smooth like marble, but still warmer than the cavern. As the warmth between you grows, you can feel the rigid strength of her muscles against yours. Isn't that better? It is warmer. Hooters hops closer, tiny arms and legs flailing as he tries to climb up your leg. Aw, you want to cuddle too? He clicks his beak happily as you reach out to boost him up. He sprawls across both of your laps like an adorable cuddly blanket. Oh, you're nice and warm, aren't you? He's touching me. Oh, come on. I think he's cute. You're going to rescue him if I didn't. Admit it. Alex hops and awkwardly pats Hooters on the head. He is a nice owlbear. He shall make a fine warrior. You settle in as the storm You settle in as the storm rages outside, but the more you relax, the more obvious it is that Alex can't. You're really not into cuddling, are you? I have never cuddled. Ever? It is rare that I allow someone close enough to touch me, even in battle. Anyone fool enough to lay a hand upon me dies for their trouble. You mean, apart from me? That is not for lack of trying. Okay, but about friends, family? I know the Empress created you with magic, but she's still your mother. I do not have friends. I can probably count the times my mother and I have had physical contact on one hand. Is that why this scares you? You give grave insult, implying I feel fear. You place your hand on her arm. So you're not scared right now? She stiffens, her arm going tense, but you can tell that only pride keeps her from pulling away. No. It's a lie, and unwanted sympathy tightens your gut as you ease back to give her space. Maybe no one has ever gotten this close, but I want to hurt her. You act as if I am the odd one. You trust people too readily. Do you not understand how it makes you vulnerable? I trust them not to hurt me. And you have never been betrayed? Of course I have, and it hurts. Every time. Having people I care about my back, people who help me when I ask for it. That's worth the risk. I suppose I should have to take you for your word for it. Val studies you for a long moment, her purple eyes seeming to stare into your soul. You clear your throat. So we don't have friends. What do you do when you're not trying to kidnap me and drain all my blood? I train with my warriors, council, my mother's generals, scour the land of magical artifacts to aid our cause. No. You disbelieve. No. You disbelieve me? No. I'm sure you do all that. But I was asking what you do for fun. I not understand this question. You don't understand fun? Ouch. I've paid 30 times for this. You know, like romantic evening with someone. I clipped you back to my hair. What foolishness. Guess I wouldn't have figured you would. Guess I should have figured you wouldn't be the romantic type. And no man tried to court me once. Tell me I had beautiful eyes and should smile more. Oh boy. I truly do not see what could be remotely enjoyable about that. Well, no one should ever tell anyone to smile more. That's just rude. But he was right about one thing. You do have beautiful eyes. Ew. A faint purple blush darkens her cheeks, but quickly disappears as she scowls. Is this what you fill your hours with? Meaningless frivolity? I mean, that's not all of it. Lately I've been spending most of my time trying to avoid getting caught by you. And what would you be doing had I not pursued you? Well, one of my favorite things I do at home, fuck you. One of my favorite things to do at home on a stormy night was to tuck in at the tavern my brother kid. Love to sing, play music, and especially tell stories. I sometimes find singing relaxing. Really? Do you mock me for it? No, it's just surprising. That's all. Music has always been calming for me. But an instrument would just be extra, unnecessary. It's not unnecessary if you enjoy it. What else do you find relaxing? Well, other than fighting and killing people. Val seems lost, as if she's scouring her whole life for an answer. A strange quiet passes over the two of you as the wind howls outside. Then, I do not enjoy violence. Are you sure about that? You seem pretty damn happy when you slice my wrist open with your fingernail. I enjoy furthering my goals, my mother's goals. The rest is but a means to that end. She shivers as another gust of wind sweeps through the cave. She doesn't seem to notice. She's pressing closer to you. Tell me your favorite story. I have had little time for stories. Really? Did your mother ever tell you any? Even when you were young? I do not believe I was ever young. Did not exist. Then I did. As I am today. Mother told me stories of her betrayal and banishment, of how she was locked away from the power that should have been hers. I do not call such a story a favorite, though. I can understand why. Alex yawns, head tilting ever so slightly to rest against your shoulder. I don't even need to sleep. I require rest. I have overexerted myself. But now you must tell me your favorite thing. I don't think I could pick just one. I like my friends and traveling, a good party with good food. How are you not exhausted all the time when you care so passionately about so many things? I don't know. It just caring gives me energy. The tension has eased from the air between you. Alice curls into your side, her body mostly relaxed, her voice softer. You're intriguing and very odd. You nearly forgotten the wind that occasionally gusts through the cave, the shared warmth making your eyes droop. You lean into Valix. She sighs softly. This cuddling, it feels nice. And that's why people like to do it. Her voice drops lower, all of the cold staying gone. I like it too. I do not understand why. Sometimes it's nice to feel close to another person. I'm not a person. Sure you are. She yawns again and shifts to lean her head against yours, closer than the two of you have ever been. Your eyes meet, her expression unguarded, almost swept in this rare moment of sleepy contentment. Yes. What? Come on, Dirty Diamonds, and it doesn't work up to this. I would end the book. I would end the whole book. I'll end the fucking chapter just now. Just like, no, I'm done. Goodbye. Fuck you. Delete off the channel. I never read it. I never read it. Wasn't here. You turn your head slightly. Your lips grazing her cool cheek. She murmurs softly in surprise, but to pull away. Around. Turn your head to press your lips to hers. For an endless heartbeat, there's nothing but that gentle contact and the way her body trembles gently against yours. Then her lips part. She's kissing your back with an endearing awkwardness. Alex. The storm howls outside your cave, but in this stolen moment, the two of you exchange tentative, sweet kisses. Your lips touch with a gentleness that's nothing like it. The murderous princess you come to know. Then she's pulling back, confusion in her eyes. Don't ask why I did it, I just did it. What was that? That was a kiss. Have you never kissed someone before? No. She frowns and turns her head from you, staring into the darkness of the cave. Did you like it? It was strangely pleasant. Like listen to a song you've never heard before, or... She cuts off again, glaring brutally into the shadows. I do not need to be distracted. Faust barely gets to her feet, dislodging Hootis, who squawks in annoyance and tumbles into your lap. She gets up and he's like, man, fuck you. Hey, you okay, little buddy? You carefully set Hootis on the floor next to you. Storm's clearing up. You should be on our way. Feel the loss of her warmth at your side, but you peer out of the cave, realize she's not wrong. The storm is easing. Well then, let's be on our way. And thanks for keeping me warm. She glances back at you, frowning with emotion you can't quite place, then turns silently away. Forget it ever happened. You step out the cave as the last of the storm dies down, taking a look at your surroundings. So, where are we? You look up at the still gray sky, streaked with vibrant bands of purple. I see it. No stars to navigate, but plenty of landmarks. You turn slowly and examine your surroundings. In the distance, spot a hill topped by two very distinctive trees whose branches have grown together. Those are right outside of Iron Breach. We're not that far away. Yes, push from the river before it swept you too far downstream. Well, thanks, I guess. I was just reserving my blood for your evil plan. I know. You don't have to say it again. At least we don't have to walk far. Fuck you. At least we don't have far to walk. The two of you have only gone a short distance when four figures appear over the rise ahead of you, all riding black horses. Seems we found your friends. You break into a run, and as soon as you get close, everyone hops off their horses to meet you. You leave obvious on their features. Leave obvious on their faces. I won't. We were getting worried. We thought you might have drowned. Probably would have if Alex hadn't put me out the water. What? I'm surprised too. Everyone looks over at Alex, who scowls. Where's Saren? This is the work of your strange shadow priestess. Nothing more. Yes, Alex had no choice but to help him thanks to my spell. Beneath your cloak, Hudis stirs, waking up from his nap, pokes his head out, and blinks at the rest of the party. Is that an owlbear cub? Where did you get that? This is Hudis. We rescued him from the storm. You set him down, and he stumbles toward the rest of your group, slipping on a loose stone and doing an accidental somersault. My stomach just hooed. Cute little guy. He reaches Mal's feet and starts pecking at his boots. Figures. And it was never like me. Just give me a little time. Ow. Sprite. Tap once. Tap twice. Lol. It was never like me. But then it just shows who this on Mal's shoulder. You friends now. I'm just glad you all got safely back to this village. Was Eleni okay? Their knees got a little scraped up, but otherwise they were fine. The parents were relieved and very apologetic. As soon as the worst of the storm eased, we set out in search of you. Mal passes you your pack, and as everyone prepares to set out, you look around at each of your friends. Why? He's standing eerily still. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. You needn't apologize. The forces of nature are fickle things. Eleni and their family were very apologetic. Yeah, Tori said that already. Terrell, you're right. I am. It felt very much like last year. Oh, Terrell. You cradle his head in your hands as you bring your lips to his. It's a soft touch at first, but he sweeps you up into his arms. I want. Hold tight the stars. Hold tight the stars. His long, light fingers press into the small of your back, while your flesh kisses let it best play like he's certain you're gonna float away again. The kiss lasts forever, but it still isn't long enough. Your faces are still close when he whispers. Don't do that again. What? Get swept away by a flood? Yes. He presses his lips to your forehead, then your cheeks, before pressing a final kiss to your mouth. You must do it. Take me with you. I'll try my best. Yes, I figured all of them. Alright, priestess. You step up to Nia a little awkwardly. So you're still stronger? I was gonna say shadowy. Why do you hate that I can take care of myself? You can always take care of yourself, Nia. You just don't seem like yourself right now. I don't have to be sunshine and bubbles to help the party. What did the old Nia do that I can't? The old Nia would tell me she was worried. If I wasn't, I knew Valix was alive, then you were. I trusted my abilities and yours. You can trust me while still being worried about me. Emotions don't make you weak, Nia. It's good to need people. I do need you. Why? Because you think I'm the only one who can save the world? Because I care about you, Elrond. But I can be confident and strong and believe you're going to be alright and still miss you. Terribly. She suddenly looks embarrassed, like the confession was torture out of her. I'm gonna go, okay? Yes, please. She turned away. Every fiber of your being wants to check if she's watching you, but you already made your choice, so you're back to the uneven circle formed by the rest of your friends. So, you all look like you weathered the storm, alright? You managed. The elf boy was real worried about his hair. Oh, why do you tease him so much? Because it's fun. and it beats panicking about your fearless leader potentially drowning at the bottom of some shadow-soaked ravine. That is a vivid image. See, this is why I shouldn't be left alone. Well, I got just a thing to cheer you up. Let me give you a kiss. He beats you to it, sweeping you into a deep kiss that curls your toes and leaves you breathless. You do this on purpose. Kiss you? Get separated from the party, so I yearn for your return. Well, I haven't been, but now that you mention it, that seems like a great idea. You wouldn't. You kiss him again, hard and fast, each of you clinging to each other, anchoring yourselves. Never. He wraps his arm around you with a warm smile. The hero of Morella, a thief and a liar. I'm so proud. You take him to her side. She seems nervous, and you give her hand a small squeeze. I'm alright, I promise. I don't think I've ever been so scared of water before. The sea may be fickle, but she is what she is. That flood was something else. Didn't like it either. But you are safe and sound. So I am. Sorry, can I get a kiss? You bet. She closes the distance between you in seconds, cradling your face in her hands, her lips in yours, holding you like you're liable to wash away again. Into her. Somehow, impossibly, she still tastes like the sea. When all the air has left your lungs, you pull back just enough to put your noses together. Oh, how wrong. I'm alright, Tor. I promise. I don't know how many times I've got to say that before you believe me. She kisses you again, lingering. At least 100. The smoke from the humidifier is adding to the background, the eeriness of the background. I love it. Note it. We need to get moving. Do you even know where we're going? Midar and Adrian gave us some directions. Just gotta head northeast of here. We still don't know what to expect. If it took another day we'll figure it out when we get there. Who put you in charge? Whatever camaraderie had returned when you went missing has already faded away. Tension building between Nia and the others. I'm now getting distracted by the same steam I was talking about. It's just rolling onto my chest. It's like, hello, how you doing? Everyone, quit, are you? Everyone snaps attention at your tone. Fighting against us nowhere. It only wastes our time, and I don't know how much we have left. So can you please work together for a minute? Your friends glance at each other, and then nod their agreement. You're right, kid. Sorry about that. You're about to swing up onto your horse when you spot a familiar shape. A stone tablet lying on the shore of the riverbed. There was another lore tablet. The flash flood must have uncovered it. Looks like it's about shadow magic. That could be useful, especially given the fact that we're in the shadow realm. I know I would have discouraged this in the past, but given everything we learned recently about true magic, I have to agree. Read the lore tablet to learn more about shadow magic and earn bonus XP. Fine. Let that be the last of my damn diamonds. Ooh, titties. Sorry. Sorry. Just an outline of dead little titties on the damn thing. I was distracted. If I'm going to read another tablet, I'm going to go to the bathroom before I get to that. You run your fingers along the tablet's edge. I invalid in Nia. Then you begin to read. And goodbye. The nature of shadow. If light magic is order and potential, shadow magic is chaos in action. Much like its realm, it is wild and untamed, forever seeking more energy to consume. It is this seeking of energy that makes shadow both unpredictable and incredibly powerful. While shadow in the light realm may seem hard to find, it's always been there, waiting for someone who knows how to harness it. However, unlike light magic, The use of shadow magic doesn't take away someone's life force. Instead, it eats away at their mind and body, filling them with corruption until they are a twisted version of who they once were. Like light, it's unknown where shadow first originated. There are those who believe it has always existed alongside the light, as an enemy for the opposing force to stand against. The elves believe shadow came from the moral failing of some of their own people who were invited into corruption. Temple of Light preaches that shadow was trapped in the shadow realm, but a lack of faith allowed some of it to cross over. They are all wrong. Shadow has been around as long as the light, yes, but they are not wearing forces, nor did shadow originate from anything else or humans or any race did. Shadow is just like light. Shadow, just like light. Jump again. It simply is. Shadow through the ages. Light and shadow Light and shadow are two sides of the same coin, parts of a whole. The dwarves understand this, using both together to neutralize their harmful effects. When the Fae first came into being, they had no fear of light or shadow. They are made of both. It was only after the Great War that they began to forget the true history of their own magic. For many years, shadow magic was suppressed in the light realm, and many came to believe it was merely a ghost story meant to encourage good behavior. Then came the Shadow Court. They took so much shadow into their bodies that it turned their blood black and inflamed the emotions they already felt. Their greed, their ambition, their desires all started to rule over them, making them easy puppets for the Dreadlord. Even before the rise of the Dreadlord and Shadow Court, the majority of shadow magic was practiced in a realm that bears its name. The Ash Empress and her armies all practice shadow magic exclusively, but it's difficult to tell how corrupted they are or have become, as no one living can recall what the world was like before the war between light and shadow began. There is no escaping shadow magic in the shadow realm. The land and air are brimming with ever-moving shadow, giving rise to chaotic storms, bursts of volcanic activity, and nightmarish abominations and beasts. Shadow magic's strength comes from the person wielding it. The shadow mage's power directly corresponds to the intensity of their emotions, as shadow flows more freely due to greater depth of feeling. It is no wonder, then, that while shadow is capable of far more positive applications than foes of the light may believe, many of the disciplines it is most suited for tend to have more questionable motives. Draining life and energy, creating lasting illusions, shape-shifting, and releasing blasts of destructive force are all abilities well suited to shadow magic, as they are engineered by sighting the world around the mage action and eventually chaos. The ground beneath our feet is also easily manipulated by such magic, for the light cannot reach there, and shadow has free reign. Shadow magic's drawbacks. Physical and psychological corruption is the primary drawback of shadow magic. The more often a person uses shadow alone, the more likely it is to cause them to do something they may claim is out of character. And yet, some believe that one of shadow magic's strengths as well. It distills who the practitioner is in their most volatile state, offering a clarity of purpose few can match, partially because the purpose is often simple greed and resentment. Shadow's resilience and emotion also makes it volatile and dangerously unpredictable. That way, it is the opposite of light, where too much emotion can prevent the practitioner from completing the spells as intended. As one would expect, shadow cannot be used to heal others or create illumination, for while light pushes energy into something, shadow can only pull energy out. God damn. It goes on the bottom one, right? Yep. It's purple, like shadow. Top one's a lighter. So light realm. Next tablet's in the light realm. Following the village's directions, you ride to the northeast, where the ground begins to climb quickly. I knew the next rift was on a mountain, but could you imagine doing this without horses? This is one of my more brilliant ideas. You're bound to have one eventually. Hey, quiet. Once we make it to the top of this hill, we'll be able to see Shrewd Watch. You guide your weary mounts to the peak of the hill, but as you crest the rise and stare at where the rift should be, is that a castle? What do you think the mountain guy's name? Shrewd Watch. It's the first watchtower that was built here. You could have said something earlier. Guy's eyes in the air warily, the shattered chain between you begins to crackle. It's still a mountain. It's just built into the mountain. Maybe we can go around. The other side is a sheer cliff face. It took many centuries for my mother's engineers to carve out the east side, let alone erect the castle. Don't say erect. Get around to the good news, princess. Agreed. There is a path to the peak within its walls. Good. That just leaves one question. How in the hell are we gonna get inside? And we're gonna find out in this chapter, I guess.